What's going on, gang? Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your first time tuning in with me. All right, in today's video, what I want to do, gang, I want to build a tabletop engine starting stand. I know what you're thinking. You already have one. Yes, I do. It's right here on the floor. Gang, this is essentially the floor model TV version of an engine starting stand. What I want to do over here is I want to build a tabletop engine starting stand that's less bulky, easier to move around the shop. So when I'm finished with it, I can just easily pick it up and go hang it on the wall somewhere. So let me show you guys what I got so far to make this thing happen. All right, I took an old GY6 wiring harness from a parts bike and I pulled out the wiring for the CDI. They got all the wiring down there, and the coil is still attached to that wiring, well, the coil wires. I have a coil and I have a starter solenoid. I went to the Harbor Freight this morning and picked up this motorcycle wheel cleaning stand. It has two rollers and like a little ramp in the front of it. So let me get this out the package, set it up so you guys can see the vision. Check it out. Got the wheel cleaning stand under the wheel, and basically, gang, this thing is just used to help you clean your wheels. You roll your motorcycle up on it and you can rotate your wheels, and clean in all the nooks and crannies and get every side of it without having to push your bike back and forth to get all over your wheel. When I saw it, I said, yo, those rollers would be perfect to make the back half of an engine starting stand. So here we are. All right, gang, now this metal I got for absolutely free. Got it on side of the road. So what I want to do is cut two lengths about even with this valve cover on both sides and a bar up here at the top to bridge the two together. I want to drill 4 holes through this bar into our stand here and bolt all of this together securely and tight. Then I want to take our little index card box that I got from the old Goodwill for $2. I don't want to use this as our control panel, you know what I'm saying? I want to drill some holes in it for our switches. I got some I got a momentary switch, and I got 2 latching switches, or 2 toggle switches, coming in tomorrow, hopefully. It's Amazon, so can't depend on it. So I want to make this our control box. And I also have this bottle jack that I want to use to basically set the level of our engine. You twist this thing and it goes up and it goes down. So basically what I want to do is take this table leg that I found from side of the road. This is all steel, and I want to cut a strap out of this thing, that I can weld to the top of this bottle jack, and it will basically sit across the bottom of our engine. I'm put like a little pad of rubber or something on it too, and we can bring this all the way up to the bottom of the engine, and so we can get the engine to be level. What I'm shooting for is a stand that's universal enough to where when I have a big long GY6 150cc like this, or 200cc, 300cc, any type of scooter engine that I can get up here, I'll be able to move this around and get up under the engine to brace it, maybe run some rods through like a top mount so I can have hooks that'll hold it down to the stand. Or like on a 139 Q1B with the bottom mount, we can have a bar that comes out, and like I say, put a hook over it and strap it down. As you can imagine, getting engines on and off this stand is a little bit of a physical challenge. You're bending over, you're trying to run this rod through and hold it with one hand. Most of the time I'm by myself, so I want something that's real easy, real right here at waist level, that I can just set the engine on and I ain't got to be trying to run a rod through a motor mount. That's the part I'm trying to eliminate. Go ahead and get this metal all cut up and try to lay everything together so I can see if the vision is actually going to be feasible. Is it going to work? I don't know. Let me tune you guys in for a real quick progress report. Check it out, man. Got the frame cut out, bolted to the wheel stand, and got 2 wheels on it. Check them wheels out, man. That one is okay. That one's all right. It'll do. It'll hold the metal. So, all right. Now what I want to do is take this stand off put it on this sheet metal here that says free. Trace out the shape so I can have a plate of metal on here. Now check out the bottle jack. I welded the strap of that metal that came from this table leg here. Cut it out right there. Welded it to the top of that, and now I can get my engine up, you know, and level, you know, get it nice and level. Now that bottle jack is going to serve a huge use for the next video. So you guys want to stick around, you want to like, subscribe, comment, do all of that. So yeah, man, this thing is going to look really, really well. Now check this out. This bar here, I'm either going to weld it there on the side or maybe up on the corner here like that. Kind of catty cornered, so I can put our control box up there and kind of have it like facing that way off of a stand, you know, facing like the corner. Now this other bar here, I want to weld it on that side over there because we got to mount the fuel tank. I went ahead and ordered the fuel tank, so it should be here like Monday. So okay gang, I'm gonna cut that metal out and then I'm going in the house because I don't know how hot it is, but it is hot. All right, got our plate cut out of our free panel right there. I went ahead and cleaned it up a little bit with the flap disc, grinded it up around the edges where we're going to weld it. Same with the bottom of our mounts. Got them all ground down, ready to go. We'll come back out here when the sun go down and it cools off a little bit, and we're gonna burn a little bit more.
One eternity later.
It's the next day. I accidentally fell asleep on the couch last night, but everything is all cut out and braced up, so let's go ahead and get this thing welded together before it gets too hot today. Man, got our engine start stand all welded up, man. This thing is held together by the best chicken poop welds on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. Got our control panel box thingamajigger. It's on there with 3 screws. I couldn't find another one. I'm gonna have to dig deep and find one. But yeah, check it out, man. It looks good if you ask me. So I got the wheel roller unbolted because I don't want to paint that. I actually like that aluminum finish, so we're just gonna leave that alone, let that stay that way. But yeah, let's go slide this thing outside, get some primer on it. Still waiting on all of my switches to come in, and then once the switches come in and this thing dries from the paint job, we're going to start wiring it up so we can get this engine running. Now as far as this engine is concerned, guys, I just noticed that it's got a little jankiness going on. There's a 10mm bolt going in there, so I'm thinking what we're going to do is going to try to get this engine running the way it is. Now this engine has had water in it, you can see that there, but hopefully we can just clean it out, maybe hone the cylinder and get it running, and then I'll order a new top end later because the project is going on. I want it to be good, you know. I don't want to take off with some junk on the top of the motor, but hey, it is what it be for right now. So let's get some primer on this, some paint on this, and I'll tune you guys right back in.
Louis 13 like disciple, she like the way I pour it. Just living up to the sky, they wanna see it all over it. Scoop, scoop, amen. Scoop, scoop, amen. Scoop, scoop, amen. Scoop, scoop, scoop. No, but you better not touch, you cannot touch your body. Lucky, cocky, white on a brand new Bugatti.
Starting stand is all painted up. Now I didn't paint fully in the center of it here because I have this old rubber mat here that I'm gonna find the best spot in it to cut out a good piece. Put that down the center. Now I decided to go ahead and paint our control box yellow, and I also got some yellow and black caution tape that I'm gonna run down the sides and on the side of the box. So I'm gonna let this stuff dry and I'll tune you guys right back in. All right gang, check it out, man. The start stand is all done. Check out that caution tape, man. I went over to the Harbor Freight and picked that up. I mean, I think it makes it look more official, you know. Caution, you could lose a finger on this thing, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, man, the control box came out great. put 2 stripes of that caution tape on there. Our switches came in and our carburetor came in, but check it out. I ordered the wrong carburetor. For some reason, I ordered a 28 millimeter. You know, I was actually supposed to order a 26 millimeter since it was just a 150. I just wanted to bump it up from the stock size. I think stock GY6 carburetor is what, 24 millimeters? So I just kind of wanted to bump it up a little bit, but I ordered the wrong one. All right, but check it out. This is how it's going to go. Our 2 switches are going to be like this. One is on, and then I forgot what the other switch is supposed to be for, but this green button here, that's our start button. It's going to sit. I'm going to drill a hole right there in the middle. Now I'm going to drill a hole in the bottom of the box here, and the wires are going to run around to this back panel where the CDI is going to set, the voltage regulator, and I think, like I said, we're going to run something off the side here for the coil. So I'll be back out here first thing in the morning. We got to cut that rubber, put the lay in here, and a strip of rubber to go up here on top. I'm about to go push the bikes in real quick because I just heard thunder and the wind is blowing like crazy. Pitch black dark out there. Oh, we got scoop mail. We got a new fuel bottle. Looks like it's 300 milliliters. Thing has a nice little shut-off valve on the bottom. Came with some fuel line, and this thing also had this cool little lanyard attached to it. It has pictures of motorcycles and scooters all over it. So yeah, that's nice. Now I don't know how you would use this thing out in the field. I mean, maybe you run out of fuel on your dirt bike or your scooter or your motorcycle, and you hang that thing around your neck from the lanyard and turn the valve on, and maybe that's enough to get you back to civilization. I don't know, man. But anyway, we got a Nibby intake. Now this actually came in with the carburetor the other day, but I think I failed to mention it. Got a rectifier with the harness. Now this rectifier is going to be bolted to the front of this panel. I don't know, I might even go on the inside of here. You have to kind of protect everything from getting hit. Yeah, I think I might just run it bolted to the inside of the panel. Don't know yet, not sure. But the reason I ordered that style is because this rectifier on the bike that I'm going to try to use is the same 4-pin setup. So yeah, scoop mail, man. I love it when stuff comes in. How I want to attach this bottle, I've been thinking about it, you know, since I ordered it yesterday. I have this drink water bottle holder off a bicycle, and check that out. It fits right in there. So what I want to do is I want to attach it here, but it's kind of too short, so I want this thing to kind of be up in the air a little bit more. So what I got is I marked off a line around here, and I'm gonna cut that top off because you can see we have another piece of tubing that's inside of here and welded on. Well, I'm gonna cut that off so we can pull that out, and I have the same size tubing that's in here right here. Now I've marked off 25 inches of this bar. You can see I've cleaned one side and the other side still rusty. So I marked it at 25 inches. That's going to sit up, I think, high enough so we can have a nice downflow of fuel into the engine. So, all right, let me cut this off. I'm going to go ahead and paint that up. I'm thinking I might run some of this yellow and black tape around it, you know, just for the aesthetics. And I'll tune you guys right back in. All right, check it out. Got the fuel bottle mounted inside of the drink holder. This little bar here that we cut, I wrapped it in some of that yellow and black caution tape. I mean, man, the yellow and black caution tape with the red just makes this thing look official. You know what I'm saying? It looks legit. All right, now put a fuel filter on our line here so we can filter our fuel. And I was getting ready to remove this sticker when I saw it says do not remove. And on the very number one of do not do is do not use engine to turn wheel. So we're just going to peel this sticker off and act like we didn't see that, you know. Put that over there. Keep it as an afterthought. All right, gang. Well, I'm out of time for today, but the next thing we're going to do, we're going to get this thing over here with the engine, and we're going to start doing the wiring. All right, got the start stand on top of the lift table and wrestled this big old behemoth on top of it. Man, this thing is heavy. And I realized I forgot something. we forgot our little mounting hooks or tabs or little D-shaped things that I can hook a strap to and run a strap up to this bar and lock the engine down, so you know when we hit the throttle the thing don't go yeeting itself off the end of the table. But I'm gonna run over to Harbor Freight real quick and grab those. Time for a progress report. I went over to Harbor Freight and I grabbed those D-ring anchors and mounted them to the stand. I have 2 ratchet straps on the engine right now. I have one hooked to this bar here with this rod, and it's running down to the other side, and you can see it hooked on to the rod on the other side. And I have 1 ratchet strap here in the back. I'm only using 2 ratchet straps right now because I'm a little lazy today and I don't feel like running to my truck to grab another one. All right, gang, I cheated on you guys a little bit and did a little bit of work off camera. I got all of the electrical system hooked up now. I failed to mention in the last couple clips that I got the switches mounted into our little index box, aka the control box, and check it out, man. Looks really good. I got our auxiliary power on. Check it out, got a blue light with it, and this is our kill switch. Now with this kill switch in this position here, this is the off position. Check this out. I have our test light here hooked up to the positive side of our battery right there, and if I put it into this position right here where this black and white wire is, now you can see our CDI. This position in the CDI is for the kill switch. Now when I put that in there, you see that is on. So basically when this switch is in the down position, it's completing the circuit for the ground wire to kill the spark to the engine. Now when I flip the switch up, our light goes off, down light on, up light off. So up is in the run position and down off position. All right, now this wire here, our key switch, this toggle here, once this is up in the up position, we can hit our start button, and our starter solenoid that is mounted right there, you hear it clicking. So we got good 12 volts coming out of the other end here of our start solenoid. That goes to our starter. We're not hooking it up right now because we need to pull that top in real quick and check it for dust, rust, roaches, whatever. We got to check that top in first. All right, check it out. I got our CDI mounted and our rectifier. Now with the CDI and the rectifier, I didn't use all the wires right here. I didn't want to put them in the loom yet because I want to show you guys what I did. Now we have 2 different stator connections. We have 150cc here. Now I know this is a 6-pin connector and our 150cc is only a 4, but it fits. You know, if I pull it out, you can see there I'm only using 1/2 of it. 2 of them I'm not using at all. Actually only using 3 wires because this is 3 wires and I have 3 pins inside there. I color matched them and everything, so I unpinned everything. Hold on, get back in there. I unpinned everything and put it where it should be. Now we have this blue and yellow wire. This goes to our pickup in the stator, and this blue and yellow wire runs over to this position right here in the CDI. We have this yellow and black wire. Now this yellow and black wire right there runs to our coil. Now the green wire coming off our coil is just grounded to the stand. And let's see what else. Our white wire is running over here to our rectifier, matched up to our white wire coming out the rectifier here. Same thing with the yellow. Now I saw 2 different wiring diagrams. One said the yellow wire in this position is for lights, and the other one said this one is for lights. But you know what? It's not going to matter because we're not going to run any lights. So yeah, gang, it's pretty simple. Pretty simple. Now the green wire coming off of the start solenoid, I just grounded it out. And then the red and yellow wire coming off of the start solenoid, I ran it to our switch. And the other one is running down into our power terminal here. Now I spazzed on the terminal and I didn't order the one I wanted. So basically what I did is I took a little piece of jumper wires and ran to each little terminal spot. Now the one I should have had like a mount here where you just put the power here, and all these little connections would have had power. But you see I just looped them around. I made my own little connections, looped them to each one, and then ended up only needing 2 spots. You know, one for the start switch here, and this one runs to our rectifier. So this is the wire that's going to charge the battery when the system is on and the engine is running. Got our ground for the battery, and for the engine right here. I got them all grounded off to the same spot. Now this is a dedicated ground wire for the stand. I did a dedicated wire for the stand because sometimes when you take the engines off the bikes, the ground wire is going to stay with the bike, so I don't want to have to be trying to pull ground wires off the bike and all that yada yada yada. All right, gang, so I mean, it's simple, man. If you just check out these diagrams here, these are the ones that I use to do all of this. I mean, it's simple. It's not as hard as it seems. I hate electrical, mainly because I keep forgetting to put my solder connections on, and then I tie all the wire together. But with these here, it's not as bad as if you're using solder like this and your soldering gun. Yeah, you do that and you don't put the heat shrink on, then you got to unsolder the wire. But yeah, if you're going to do any kind of wire work, get you some of these little solder stick connections. Get these things, man. These will save you a lot of headache, trust me. All right, let's get this top end off real quick and check this top end out and see, can we get this thing to run? Now I know I need engine shrouds, but we'll get those at a later date. Alright, got the valve cover, rocker assembly, cam, and everything off. The head is loose. Let's go ahead and just tap this thing off and let's see what it looks like on the inside. Come on, hopefully it doesn't look bad, man. Oh, maybe I should take off the freaking exhaust and we can pull off the head. Oh, hold on, give me a sec. What is that, 10 mil? Yep, here we go. Yeah, it's rookie hour over here. Yeah, we're going to have to look at that screw. That's not even a 6 millimeter thread or nothing. M6 or whatever you want to call it. Look at that. That is janky. All right. The other side off. Let's see, can I just swing this down without having to pull it? There we go. All right. Head is loose. Let's check it out. Please, no whammies, no whammies. Hey. It's not bad as I thought it was. All right, let me get you guys in there. Let's grab a light. All right, give me a second. Let me grab a light so I can let you guys see what I see. All right, I got a light. Check it out, gang. Ooh, come on, which one? Yeah, check it out. It's not bad. I think this thing, the piston was at top dead center the whole time because I just barely took my hand and twisted the magneto around to see was it locked up, and it's not. But yeah, we got some carbon flaked off. I don't see any rust, just carbon. So, all right, now that it's off, I'm not scared to move that piston. Look at that. That's all that's up there. Just like whatever water got up there and just kind of like made the carbon start flaking off. All right, cool beans, man. So I'm gonna clean that up, and I'm gonna clean the head real quick because even the head does not look bad. I gotta find that shim. Come on, I'll grab you right now while I'm looking at you. That does not look bad. Look at that. That is sad. All this silicone, RVT. That is sad, but you know, people do have, I've seen worse. Yo, that is not bad. Now I just put a new spark plug in there because I stole a spark plug out of this a while ago, but all right, I'm stoked. That looks good. Let's go ahead and clean that up and put this thing back together. You know something? I've never checked the oil on this bike either. You can tell I've never touched it. I just touched it for the first time ever. So let's see what's in it. See the oil dripping out on the engine stand. Looks kind of black. It is low. Yep, it is low. I'm about to add some. Barely on the stick. But let's rotate this cylinder around real quick. Let's go all the way down, see if we see any scarring. Now, I don't see nothing to be concerned about. Man, this thing is smooth. I mean, there's nothing to catch my nail. All right, I'm gonna clean it up and I'll turn you guys right back in. All right, got the top end put back together. I put some of that head gasket in the can on the head gasket so we can get a good seal. Check the valves, adjusted them real quick. Everything is in spec, so it's just unfortunate that they broke that exhaust bolt, man. I mean, I understand what happened. You know, it broke off, and they did what they could with what they had. So I understand, but it's unfortunate, man. I mean, truthfully, I think I might just order a new head and then just go back and order the right card. Keep this one for something else. I don't know. But all right, check it out. Let's see. Since everything is wired up, we can spin it over now. Let's go ahead and see if we got spark. I got everything all hooked up. Turn that switch on. Put our spark plug inside the spark plug holder. And I'll hold it to ground somewhere. All right. Turn that back on. All right, let's see if we got spark. Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it. Hold on. Let me see if I can get a spot where I can get you in there. Check it out, we got spark. Ah, you see that? Cool beans, man. All right, I'm gonna slap this spark plug in. This is a brand new NGK. I'm gonna slap it in, put the carburetor on. I already got some fuel in our fuel bottle, ready to go. That thing is working real good, man. No drips, nothing, so cool. That's a real good bottle. So, slap this back together and I'll tune you guys in real quick, and we're gonna try to fire it up real quick. I almost forgot, I want to get a compression test before we put the carb on. So, you know, need the ignition on, just turn the power on, and let's spin this sucker over and see what we get. All right, we got 120. Hey, it'll run with that. That's good. So, all right, I'm gonna slap the carb on really quick. Come on, get that thing out of there, and we're gonna fill it up with some fuel. All right, carb is on, bolted down tight. Let's turn on this fuel real quick. Fill up that bowl. All right, we got fuel flowing. I'll make it to the carb. Come on, help you out a little bit. Those air bubbles run through real quick. Fill that bowl up. All right. Let's see, maybe if I take the top off, it'll flow a little bit better and get the air bubbles out. Come on, get that air bubble out of there. All right, I think we're good. So I'm just gonna shut that off. The bowl is full. No need to keep it running. Let's turn on power. Ignition on. Choke, no choke? No choke, because it's hotter than heck up in here right now. So let's go. Oh, hey, it's running. You know what? I don't have no throttle cable. Let's see, can we just make it idle? Let's choke a little bit. Oh, don't want no choke. Don't like that. Check it out, it's idling. It's running. I gotta stick my finger in there because I didn't hook up a bowl, a throttle cable, but check it out. And it's quiet. No valve noise, nothing. I'll be running out of fuel. I'll let down a little bit. See, can we find that sweet spot on the idle? And there it is. Right there, maybe. Hope our fuel bowl is leaking a little bit. I have to get a little drop right there. That's unfortunate. Oh man, it's sitting there idling. Let me open this door. I'm gassing myself out. Oh, we got a little smoke coming out of it. Whew. Jesus. Well man, check that out. It was straight running. I got a throttle cable somewhere. Let me hook that up real quick and we'll do that again. All right, got the door open. Had to air this suck out, man. Had to turn that fan on, dude. I was getting a little woozy. Got a little overexcited, man, when it started running. Okay, throttle cable is hooked up now. I totally spazzed out on the throttle part, gang. I mean, I really did. So we're gonna have to figure maybe a twist throttle or something to hook up our throttle cable. But all right, got a throttle cable on it now. Let's see, can we get it to go again? All right, power on, ignition. What the heck was that? Something started rubbing. What was that? I have no idea what that noise was. Oh, I took the CVT cover off to check the belt, and I think I forgot to put it back on. I was like, what the heck was that, man? Did we just blow it up? Oh, man. Okay, let me get these bolts back in here and we'll fire this thing up again. We definitely going to need that other strap for the other side. Maybe 2 more straps. When I'm noticing when I was strapping it down, and since the ratchet is on that side, it pulls the engine that way. This really doesn't, so I have to have one. Oh, I can't talk. I got to have one on this side to pull it this way and one on that side to pull it that way. Going to have to figure a better rod to hold this thing down, and I think we definitely got to have another strap on this side. So let me straighten this motor back out and we'll crank it right back up. All right, I'm back. Put 2 bolts in that CVT case, man. That scared the bejesus out of me. I thought I blew this thing up. I was like freaking out for a second. Okay, I redid my straps. You know, we're gonna have to come up with a better way to mount the front of the engine. Mount the front of the engine down instead of this rod. Something with more tensile strength, a little stronger, because that bends too much and the engine gets to wobbling. Now, I realized this tire didn't have any air in it, so I put some air in it. It's good now. So let's go ahead and crank this thing back up. Okay, the fuel is on. Everything looks like it's good. Nothing going to rub. Okay. Turn on the ignition. And hit the button. Man, that thing just fires right up. This is a good running engine. All right, let's give it a little throttle and hopefully we don't hear any more noises. All right, power off, ignition off, power off. Okay, well gang, check it out, man. There it is there. I built one. I've been, you know, wanting to build one for the longest, and I ended up finding the one that we have, basically the floor model one. I found that a scooter shop here in town had it for sale. I bought it, and then I just got tired of putting the engine from the table down onto it. So this is perfect for me, you know what I'm saying? It's small, it's lightweight. When there's not an engine on it, I can just easily pick this thing up and chuck it in the corner somewhere. Man, I am stoked. I am so happy. I mean, and it was easy. It was easy. All you got to do is just get your starter solenoid, a CDI, a rectifier, and just go online and Google the diagrams and just follow it. Easy. I mean, whether you have a 150cc or 50cc, 11 pole stator, 12 pole, whatever, you know, everything is online for you to find. So it's not like I'm some genius that just figured out something that was hard to figure out. No, I went online and I researched it, and here we are. We got a nice looking run stand, and that thing just looks so official, so official. The yellow and black caution tape just set it off, man. The control box. Now, I'm really tickled about the control box. That is an index card box from Goodwill for $2. I got what, $18 in switches. You know, I could have went cheaper. I could have went and got some more of these push buttons. They were a little bit cheaper, but I kind of like this. You know, something happens real quick, I can just, you know, instead of trying to push buttons and stuff, missing them. So that's why I got these toggle switches up top. But yeah, and the fuel bottle, I think I paid 13 bucks for that. 7 bucks for the regulator. I mean, of course, all this junk here was free. It came off that junk wiring harness off a parts bike that's been gone for decades. But yeah, man, all you got to do is just find some junk and put it together. You know, find some junk and fix it. All right, gang, thanks for tuning in with me. I'm gonna see you guys on the next build. Now that I know this engine run, we can go full steam ahead with the new project. We got a new custom project coming along. I mean, it's going to be full custom. So Stick around, like, comment, share, subscribe, do all of that, and I'll see you guys on the next one.